49ers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
To the air on second down. On target. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's on target and complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Gonna look downfield again. Fires left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide out set, trips right. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers.
Turning on the Jets. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The 49ers with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Thomas. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll try to run for it. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Spreads out 4 receivers. Trips right. A single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
And the 49ers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
This time on target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. LSU right back to the line. To the air, it's Hauser. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but they...
Converts on 4th down, still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catches the defense off guard.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make it.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Knocks it out of the air. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Trying play action. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So the 16-play drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Off to the races. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Niners.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And the extra point is good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Hits him in stride at the 10. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the aggressiveness? This coach says, I'm going for it. We're going to put 6 on the board, time ticking down, maybe be a little bit more conservative. I love the way they put the hammer down. Now they have the lead going into the half, an extra point away from a 7-point lead.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The 49ers want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Takes it the other way. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Scrambling away. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Throwing on the run. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown LSU.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside the 50. And now the hit knocks it loose. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick strike complete. Ball's out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
LSU lining up first and goal. They'll run the option. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. LSU quick to the line. Slams ahead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
On second and 10, a four-wide out set, trips right. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game, but in order for that to happen, they have...
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Going for the big play. Makes a catch at the 20.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted.
He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. LSU right back to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown LSU! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the two-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They have the lead in a two-possession game and oddly lining up for an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting an onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
A good start by this offense. Something
throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Charlotte.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Charlotte. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. Looking for the time with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Got the quick pass. At the 45 on his way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so in the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise, you can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, 4th quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. Let's see what happens on 3rd.
He's got it. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. to throw. It's Hauser. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Here's the pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. First play of the first possession of OT. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Grab near the marker. It's Williams. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. Got it! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they grab the lead here in overtime.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clement. Touchdown, Niners! They got the score, and now they need the 2-point conversion to tie. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going for it all. Touchdown, 49ers! That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown.
Let's go.
Going right to work up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation